Let's go! Hey, welcome to Bryson Motions. This is Blaine with Miscellaneous Motors, and today we're going to be talking about our Wilwood brake system that we're going to install on our 1967 Camaro. Hey guys, man, just to bring you up to speed on things in case you missed the last video about our braking system, we've decided to go with a manual brake system from Wilwood to replace our power booster brake system from the factory GM stuff for a couple reasons. One of the reasons is the master cylinder wouldn't handle the new brake system that we're putting on here. Plus, we're also not integrating ABS or traction control with this car. We thought it would be kind of a moot point to add in a little extra fancy electronics to something we're trying to keep a little more classic and a little more hot roddy. So what we've gone with was the tandem mount and balance bar assembly from Wilwood with dual master cylinders and dual reservoirs. For the front and rear brakes, it's so cool because instead of what most people are used to is down here, you would have mounted off the brake lines a proportioning valve that's going to kind of automatically tell the rear brakes not to work as hard as the front brakes. What's neat about ours is we have an adjustment over here that will adjust a bar to a pivot, so it pivots back and forth like this to adjust how much braking we get in the front and the rear. So based on how we want the braking style to be, whether hard, soft, or in between, we can adjust this just with a turn of a knob. It's really, really cool, and I look forward to getting it plumbed into our new Wilwood brake system. All right, so over here we've got the main components to our Wilwood braking system. Just want to show you guys a little bit of the difference between the two. So right here we've got the factory Brembo braking system that came on both the Grand Sport and the Z06s back in 2019. Not a bad brake system. As you can see, they are vented. But one of the reasons we decided to change these out was because of wheel clearance. Our custom front wheels over here that we had an offset that was custom to this car to fit it specifically because of our different dimensions out there made the original caliper a little too close to the front of the wheel. So I'm going to show you from above here. They're both 6-piston. They're both nice. This one still has the brake hardware in it. This one does not. But if you look at the distance between here and here versus here and here, and that's what I was looking at on this and decided we were going to upgrade to this. That was our number one reason. So a little more clearance to the front of the wheel so we don't have to worry about any sort of rubbing there. Also, these brake rotors that we had from the 19 Corvette do have some miles on them. They are a softer metal for better grip. So they started getting a little ridge right here. Well, in these type of rotors, you can't maintenance these. They have to be replaced. So the amount of money it was going to take to buy 4 new rotors to go with that and still not be shiny and brand new was up there in some figures. So we just decided to spend a little bit more, get a little different braking system and get a little better braking system with this Wilwood. So the front rotors, if you see, are 15-inch diameter. And the originals were 14.6 inches original. So we've got a little bit bigger rotor too for a little better stopping power. One of the other things you can notice too is that these are both drilled and slotted for better cooling and venting as we drive the heck out of our little Camaro over here. The rears per se, we're kind of in the same situation, but if you're going to go with the front brake kit, you're going to go with the rear brake kit. Rotors are about the same size, but we did both the drilled and the slotted for it. They're both 2-piece with hats, so you just replace the outside rotor part when you replace these. 4-piston caliper, both the original Brembo Corvette brakes and also the Wilwoods. Wilwood's just a little bit bigger, kind of gives us a little more of a look that we like to have and a little more stopping power, I believe, than what we had with the originals. All right, so now, guys, that I've shown you kind of what we have here, I'm going to take them over to the front and I'm going to show you a little bit of a rough installation of what we've got going on with these. Wilwood brakes. All right, so we're just going to do a quick rough installation of this. So we've got the bracket that will mount our new fancy 6-piston caliper on here. What this is going to take when I do install it permanently are shims, and bolting this up and doing a lot of adjusting and measuring to make sure that caliper sits just perfect on this bracket that we're getting ready to install. So we pull off the original brakes we've already got off. So what we're going to do is just we're going to throw in this new bracket that our new caliper is going to mount to. Just in a rough fashion, leaving it somewhat loose so we can come back and disassemble it and do a final assembly, which we'll make a video for that on. So we're going to get that on there. And then we're going to take our rotor, big nice 15-inch 2-piece Wilwood rotor. I'm going to throw it up on here. We're going to get our retaining screw. I'll punch it on here. Just hand tight because that's all we're doing right now at the moment. It's got a screw that holds it on so you can actually keep the rotor up against the hub while we install the wheel as well. Just a little safety item that they have. And of course, everything will be installed with Loctite as per the specifications of Wilwood and any other car part manufacturer out there that does brakes. Our wonderful, beautiful Wilwood 6 piston. Take that. We're going to slide that right on over our bracket. Set that right up on there. We're going to grab a couple bolts that come out here. You'll see it also comes with shims. So we can shim this thing in and out to make it fit just perfectly on here because every fit's going to be a little bit different. These kits aren't a one-size-fits-all kit. That's why they do this. They make rotors. They make calipers that fit a whole bunch of different things. It's just all based on the bracketry. If we look at our shims here, plenty of them to work with. But right now, we're just going to take the retaining nuts, throw them over the top to hold our caliper in place. So also we can kind of show you guys what this thing looks like, somewhat assembled. Future technical videos coming soon.
It'll be a lot harder than this.
It'll take a lot more time than screwing 2 bolts in and 2 nuts on. I promise you that, guys. So yeah, once that's all done, whoop, turn it towards you a little bit so you can see. Look how nice that looks. I do have a photo of the before, so we can actually throw it in this video, I'm sure, to show you a little before and after action so you can see the difference between it. Well, let's go grab a wheel real quick and throw it on there and see how she fits. All right, guys, we've got our custom wheels here that have a very custom offset for this car. And one of the reasons we changed the brakes, as we said before, was clearance issues. Well, let's hope we have the clearance we need on this one because we don't know yet. Yes, sir. It looks like we're going to have plenty of clearance front to back on this one. Before, we couldn't even get a piece of paper to go in between here. And now, from the looks of it, I'll get everything adjusted, even pulled forward as far as it'll go. It does not even come close to hitting. So I think we are just excellent on our alignment. Oh, that's going to be beautiful, guys. Ooh. Thanks, guys, for joining us today, man. We just cut a little short video today. We were just doing some rough stuff with the Wilwood. I wanted to touch base on a little bit of difference of what was going on, why we changed them, what's the difference between the two, you know, why we're doing what we're doing with the Masters, why we're doing what we're doing with the calipers and the rotors. So, and it was nice to be able to throw in a little rough installation of that front system for you, just kind of see what it looks like on the car. I think it looks real nice. I think it's going to fit real nice and do everything we need it to do. So stay tuned. We're going to do some technical videos for you as far as the shimming of the bracketry and the caliper for you to show you exactly how that goes, what parts are involved, how to do it, how to measure. And thanks again for coming to see us here at Bryson Motion, man.